All right, what is up, guys? This is a reaction to the final trailer of the Witcher Netflix TV series. We are, what, 8 days away from this show actually coming out, and I cannot believe it, man. It's almost because, like, since we're so close, like, I almost don't want to watch this trailer, because I'm already there, right? Like, I'm there day one. I don't need to see anything else. Everything that I have seen in terms of trailers and those featurettes that just came out, little clips and leaks and things of that nature. Like I'm already convinced, right? Like I'm already there. I've seen everything that I need to see, I feel like. So like I feel like I don't need to see this trailer, but then again, I might as well, right? So I'm really curious to see what exactly are they going to show. Um, in this trailer. I think for me personally, I don't know if they're gonna actually do it in this trailer, but I would love to see at least one interaction between Ciri and Geralt. Maybe in the Brokilon Forest, I think that would be cool. Because we have seen Yennefer and Geralt, encounter. We have seen. I feel like the majority of the footage has been, the three scattered, kind of like existing isolated from each other or separated, right? We've seen Geralt and Dandelion or Geralt by himself. We've seen Ciri by herself. We've seen Yennefer by herself. We've seen Geralt and Yennefer interact. But I don't believe we've seen Ciri and Geralt. Um, so I would like at least one little clip of that in this trailer would be really really cool to see. More Dandelion is always welcome because he's been the one that we've seen the least. So I think that'd be cool to see as well. But yeah, let's get into this, man. In three, two, one.
Cyrilla, you are the lion cub of Sintra.
There's Dandelion.
Why do you think she's not safe?
Oh wow.
I saw an army, a sea of black and gold.
Nilfgaardian.
Nilfgaard will destroy everything.
Sintra. Sintra versus Nilfgaard, okay.
She's weak. The world depends on it.
Bring me the girl alive.
I have to find Geralt of Rivia.
Nice. Oh my god.
We can stop Nilfgaard.
I will personally defeat them.
Join us.
Is
Why
that
would I
the
protect
lodge?
I want to be
Whoa.
powerful.
I will take the girl, protect her, and bring her back unharmed.
Okay.
Do not tell me that this is finally the moment you've decided to actually care about someone other than yourself.
Don't touch Roche.
I think that's probably like what I'm looking forward to the most is just the Geralt and Dandelion on the road together. Interactions between those two are just always the best, right? They're just always the best, and it's always like a lot of the short stories always begins with Geralt and Dandelion together. So it's really reassuring to see them, together on the road. Is always cool to see. But okay, I think, huh? I guess what was most striking about this trailer was, I guess now we pretty much have a kind of like a overarching kind of narrative or plot for what this first season is going to be. We've always kind of known that the Fall of Cintra was going to be heavily focused on this first season, but I mean I think this entire trailer was exclusively about or entirely about the Fall of Cintra, Nilfgaard versus Cintra, and kind of the capturing of Ciri, right? That definitely felt like the focus, the thing that they really wanted to drive home in this trailer. Um, And then of course Geralt's part in this entire thing, because obviously Witchers are neutral when it comes to wars, and they don't really pick sides. But Geralt, one way or another, he finds himself entrenched in these situations a lot of times. And with this specific kind of situation, Ciri is kind of the thing that pulls him into this larger conflict. Um, so Geralt, obviously being like, I will protect her, I will bring her back unharmed, or something like that. That's kind of his involvement in this, right? And that's going to lead into something greater than I'm sure he could have ever imagined. Um, it was really, really interesting seeing Yennefer and Geralt fighting side by side. I honestly don't remember that ever happening until probably Stygga Castle, right? In Lady of the Lake. So, again, I mean, I said this in the last couple of videos I've done on The Witchers, that one of the things I'm most excited to see is the deviations from the source material that they're going to do, right? Um, like I don't expect it's gonna be like anything like drastic, but it's only gonna be like adding to what we already know, right? So like I absolutely love the fact that they're taking the opportunity to do things that Sapkowski only really like touched on or scratched the surface on with his novels. But in the series, we're going to dive a lot deeper into some of the things that he never really got to in the books. So, for instance, Yennefer's backstory, the fact that we're really going to get like knee deep into her backstory as a hunchback before we know her, before the point of her being the raven hair badass sorceress that we all know her to be. The fact that we're going to see her before that point, see her training under Tissaia the Varese, is insane to me. And I love that they're taking the opportunity to really, this isn't just Geralt's story, right? That we're going to take some time and spend some time with Yennefer, Ciri as well. So yeah, even though Geralt is like the star of the show, like it is collectively about these three characters. And I really like that Lauren and the team and the show in general is taking the opportunity to show a little bit more of Ciri and Yennefer before we get to meet them in the books at least. So I think that's really, really cool. Um, so man, I'm trying to think what else can we talk about. Kahir. I definitely also shout out to the landscapes, um just the scenery, like some of the shots of like these vast like mountainsides and just things like that, man. It's absolutely gorgeous, like seeing the army is just like marching to where the battlefield is, just thousands and thousands of people just like all walking in a line through this like valley or whatever. um it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous shot. I think it's around like the 15-second mark. It's absolutely gorgeous stuff. Um, so yeah. So before I start talking about the scenery and shots and stuff like that, Kahir, I'm really, really happy. I'm not gonna spoil it too much or like get too much into his character, but seeing Kahir in this first season, and him being like kind of at the forefront of like bring the girl to me, right? That kind of thing. Um, I don't know. It just feels good to see his character introduced so early, because I would have never thought we would have gotten to see Kahir, the Nilfgaardian who swears he isn't a Nilfgaardian, this soon into the Witcher, right? Um, but it absolutely makes sense. If you're going to tell the story of the fall of Sintra, you need Kahir in it, right? So you need him in there as well. So um, I'm happy to see my boy Kahir in this, like in this story so early. Introducing him so early is really cool, and that just makes you wonder, like, I posed the question in my last video, but who's gonna be the next Hansa member to get introduced? I think that's gonna be really interesting to see eventually. So Ka here was great. Getting a little bit of Fringilla Vigo. I have to say, man, what are they gonna do with, because Fringilla Vigo is related. I forget exactly what it is. If it's like I think she's the cousin of the Duchess of Toussaint, of Anna Henrietta. So I'm curious, what are they gonna do with her character? So obviously this trailer was a lot of you know, showing Sintra and Nilfgaard. I think that was at the forefront. You see Calanthe, you know, leading her army at the front of the lines. Again, man, I think if anything, this trailer really goes to show, or focuses, or just I guess just nails down, like, okay, this is like, yeah, we're gonna have little short stories here and there, you know, for some of the episodes, but the overarching story of this first season is seemingly the fall of Sintra, which I think is going to be kind of like a running theme throughout this entire season, is the fall of Sintra, and kind of the mission to secure Ciri, the lion cub of Sintra. So trying to see what I also feel like there was like a little bit, maybe a tease of the Lodge of Sorceresses, maybe. We'll see if we can catch it. It was Yennefer and Tessaya were talking. Okay, really quick. I think it was like the 50. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it was like the 58-second mark, and you can see Triss standing, yeah, right next to next to Tessaya. You see Istredd there as well. But I'm guessing this isn't like the actual formation of the Lodge of Sorceresses. I'm guessing that this is probably leading up to the Battle of Sodden Hill, which we also know that that's going to be covered in this first season. We also do see like a very brief second of Vilgefortz fighting, and that's one thing I will admit that I wished that we would have seen a little bit of Vilgefortz in this trailer, or the last trailer, or whatever. I would have loved to see a little bit more of him, but I totally would not be surprised if we don't get much of Vilgefortz at all this season, if he is specifically tied to the Battle of Sodden Hill storyline, and that's it. And then we don't get fully introduced to his character until, you know, later seasons, right? Because he doesn't really become a major player until later on. So I wouldn't be surprised if like we just get like our feet wet with that character in this first season, and then we get deeper into who Vilgefortz is later on. So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, we got a little bit of Triss there. I think Vilgefortz might have been fighting Ka here. I'm not too sure. We see Fringilla. Yennefer looking great as always. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for this trailer, man. I think I talked about everything that stood out to me. It's honestly looking better than I could have ever hoped. I feel like I've always been optimistic about this show. I've had like a little bit of skepticism since the beginning, but slowly but surely, man, it's like they've been convincing me that I truly believe they're gonna nail this. I really do. And that belief has been no more apparent than the featurettes. Henry Cavill specifically, man, he just comes across as someone who is truly passionate about this IP, about the world, the lore, about Sapkowski and the universe that he's created. This doesn't feel like he's just cashing in a check, right? Like he's just doing it for you know, a quick buck or whatever, right? he comes across as someone who knows what he's talking about whenever he does talk about The Witcher. He's like an encyclopedia on just like what a Witcher is, and the character of Geralt of Rivia. Like, you get the sense that he really knows what he's talking about, and he really truly, like, dearly loves this IP and this world and everything. And I get the same sense from Anya Shalatra and Freya Allen, and especially Lauren Hissrich as well. They've done nothing but reassure me that they truly love Sapkowski's work, this world, and I think for that reason more than anything, their understanding. I mean, those featurettes, like, I think that definitely goes to show, like, Henry understands Geralt, Anya Shalatra understands her character with Yennefer, and I don't know. I think that stuff alone, everything that I just said, has been really reassuring to me personally, that I think they're gonna get this right. And I don't know, like, visually, like, just from seeing everything with my own eyes, like, it looks great. The music as well has been spot on in terms of, like, the two songs that had just been released, the Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, Geralt's theme song as well, that they have been playing nonstop. I just feel like they've been hitting everything, like hitting the nail on the head or whatever. Like, everything has just been so far so good, right? Like, I don't know, man. Like, fingers are still crossed, but, like, I truly believe that they're gonna get this right. That this is gonna be huge. So yeah, man. Let's hope, man. December 20th is Judgment Day for sure. But that's it for this trailer, guys. If you enjoyed this trailer, my reaction to this trailer as well, leave a like. Comment, tell me what you guys thought about the trailer below. Was there something you wanted to see that didn't happen in this trailer? Let me know. Just overall thoughts. Are you guys excited? Do you guys think this could actually be pretty good, or do you guys still have some reservations? All that stuff, tell me down below. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next. I'll probably be doing some episode like not reviews, but just like I don't even want to call them analysis, but like just discussions. Like, after episodes come out, I'll probably do videos talking about each individual episode and things of that nature. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, so peace.